Hey guys, welcome to Little Big Podcast. This is episode 172. Alright guys, thanks for joining us this week, and we're going to go ahead and get started off with the art. And yes, we do have art this week and some pretty good stuff, so we're going to go ahead and get started off. First up, we have Amanda's art, which was a Sackboy with the Little Big Podcast logos and all that stuff around it, so that was really cool. Then we have Arnold's poster, which got him accepted to his college of choice, which is a win. And then we have Bob's Sackboy, which he freehanded on a piece of notebook paper. Then we have David's LBP Space art, which was kind of a parody of Angry Bird Space, which was very nice. Then we have Finn's art, which was a digitally drawn Sackboy. And then we have Jack's art, which he did on an iPad, which was pretty cool. Then we have John's Little Big Podcast is Really Nice art, which was pretty cool as well, kind of almost reminded me of Rex's art style. Then we have Kyle's Slingshot Sackboy art, which was Sackboy getting catapulted out of a slingshot. Then we have Teflon One's LBP mug, which was very cool. Then we have Sprig's art, which was a running Sackboy, very nice vector art kind of design. So that's the art. If you want your art to be featured on the show, you can send it in to littlebigpodcasters@gmail.com with the subject line of art. Attach your art to the email, send it, and we will put it on the show. We are on to the levels for this week. First up is Tiles by Teflon One. Now, when this level was sent to us, it had 87 plays, and it had only been out for 3 days. And now it's picked, and it has just over 1,000 plays, I think. So we're going to feature it anyway, since it was sent to us before it was huge. It's a really great level, and basically what it is you have to have a little ball that jumps from platform to platform. Some can be touched more than once, some can only be touched once. So it's kind of like a puzzle slash, yeah, pretty much just a puzzle game, but has a little bit of strategy involved with that. So that was a really cool level, and congrats on the pick. Thanks for sending that in. If you want your levels to be featured, follow the same process as sending in the art, except for the subject line. Art should be replaced with the subject line of level, then put your lbp.me link in the body of the email. Next up is Sonic Animation by Blake First, which was a really great sticker layer animation level. Again, last week I featured one that was Super Mario, and this week is Sonic, so it's a very nice level. So I really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. Doesn't have too many plays, so you can go check that out. And finally this week we have Splatter by Pate59. And really, one of the main reasons I picked this level is because it reminded me of Sly Cooper. Those of you who have watched the show for a long time will know that me and Austin are both fans of the Sly Cooper franchise. So a level that reminds us of Sly Cooper is a great level. This reminded me of the sequence on Sly Cooper where you're doing like a twin stick shooter kind of thing and taking out hacking stuff. So it was a really fun level and a very well made level as well. Quite challenging, but very fun. We are on to the news for this week, and first up we are announcing a new thing from Little Big Podcast, which is we're going to be giving away the costume of the week. So this week we're going to be giving away the Journey costume, which is a very nice costume, and you will have several ways that you could have a chance of winning this costume. One, you can send in your art to our email, which we just discussed a minute ago. Two, you can comment on our YouTube video, which will also give you a chance of winning. 3, you could subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't already. 4, you could follow us on Twitter. And 5, you could tweet our episode. Now, if you're going to tweet the episode, what we want you to do is write something about the episode, put a link to the episode, and then at LBPodcast at the end, which is our Twitter account. All that stuff will be down in the description, sample stuff for doing all that. So if you want to win the Journey costume, you can do any of those things, and you will be entered in a chance to win that. Next, we have the Sack in Black costume, which is, of course, a pun off Men in Black. This was announced this week, and an image was leaked onto the Netherlands PlayStation Store, I want to say. And it looks like an amazing costume. There will be a picture on screen right now, and it's very cool and quite unexpected, really. I wasn't seeing this one coming, but I'm glad that it is here, and it looks like a really neat costume. Next up, we have the LBP Vita Beta, which I feel like I'm speaking Latin when I say that. But anyway, it's an amazing opportunity for any of you out there with a PlayStation Vita to sign up online for the beta thing, which is on the PlayStation blog. There will be a link in the description. but you will be able to use this to play Little Big Planet Vita, which is amazing because I've been wanting to for a long time. I still haven't played it personally, but hopefully I'll get accepted into the beta, and I will be able to play it as well. This is going to be a private beta, so not everybody that signs up will get in. I think there is an age requirement on it as well, and what was the other thing? Oh, it's going to be an NDA, so you're not going to be able to talk about it. So keep those things in mind when you sign up, and you can sign up in the link in the description. Next up, a lot of people went hands-on with Little Big Planet karting, and they posted hands-on videos, so you can check those out by going to the links in the description. Those are pretty cool, and I still want to get hands-on with my copy of Little Big Planet karting when it gets here. I don't know when it will get here, but I want to get hands-on with it because it looks like an amazing game. Don't forget, we're going to be doing interviews with the developers of Little Big Planet karting next week, so you can send in your questions to littlebigpodcasters@gmail.com. Subject line of LBP karting interview. So yeah, those are going to be really fun. Hopefully we're going to get those out next week. So stay tuned on that. Next, we have Stephen I's new picks for this week, which there were quite a few of them, including one of the levels that we picked. Oh, well. Anyway, yeah, you can check those out by going to the link in the description. We're going to have a really full description this week, but link in the description to those as well. And then, yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I announced that we're going to be doing a new podcast. Haven't really said anything else about it. But yes, there is going to be a new podcast this summer along with Little Big Podcast. So Little Big Podcast isn't coming to an end, but there's another show that's going to be beginning. Very excited about that. A lot of the preliminary work for getting that going is done. So just stay tuned, and we will be working on that shortly. So yeah, that's just about it for this week. Don't forget, do all the stuff that I told you to do down in the description. And that's just about it for this week. I will see you guys next time, and have a great week. Bye-bye.